Inside the 12 rolls on. I'm Pete Souza. Of course, you got my man King McClure. We are happy to be joined again by our women's Big 12 analyst. There she is, Ann O'Neill. Ann, thanks so much for joining us. Fresh off a postseason and unrivaled. Congratulations on a season well done.
Oh, thanks so much. It was an incredible experience, and so happy to be back here with you guys and talking March Madness hoops.
Well, and we cannot wait. And just to remind everyone that because of our recording broadcasting schedule, some games will already have taken place, so we can't talk specifics. But we do want to know your expectations for the Big 12 heading into the big dance.
Well, I love it. We, finished the regular season. We had 8 teams that already won 20 games each. And we have 7 teams in the NCAA tournament and also 3 teams that were invited to the WBIT, which is also an NCAA sanctioned tournament. So really excited about the 10 teams that are still able to play hoops. But let's kick off a couple of expectations like you asked for. TCU, they're a 2 seed and they get to play at home. I really like their matchups. If they get to the second round, they're going to go up against Louisville, and that's Haley Van Lith, the Big 12 Player of the Year, her old team. I like their chances because, man, is it hard to game plan for Haley Van Lith, 6'7" Sedona Prince, and then sharpshooter Madison Connor. Other teams that are standing out to me, Baylor, they're a 4 seed. I really like their chances being able to play at Waco, and Coach Nikki Collin has the Baylor Bears playing really great basketball towards the end of the season. And for a possible upset, I am picking West Virginia. They are a 6 seed. They are a 6 seed. And you know what I love is their stress Virginia defense. They hold opponents to 55 points per game. And I think if they can get past Columbia in the first round, the second round most likely will be a 3 seed in North Carolina. And I really like their defense going up against that North Carolina offense.
Here's one little intangible, too. You know, if they get rolling, the entire state of West Virginia will be behind them. Because of all the stuff on the men's side right now, they're looking for a good time. So a great reason to support the Mountaineers.
All right, Iowa State was the last Big 12 team to get in. They were sent to a first 4 game, overcame a 15-point deficit in the second half to beat Princeton 68-63. What did you see from the Cyclones in that opening game?
Oh my gosh, I was sitting on the edge of my seat. Down 15 at halftime, but they made a comeback. You can never count out the Cyclones and Coach Bill Fenley. So a couple of major milestones happened here. Coach Fenley won his 800th game. His impact on women's basketball is immeasurable. He joins only 2 other active coaches in Gino Auriemma from UConn and Wes Moore from NC State to hit that 800 threshold. We also had the Big 12 career assists leader broken by Emily Ryan. You guys, she has 988 assists. That's a whole lot of dimes she's been passing out in that Cyclone uniform. What I loved about the actual gameplay, though, was Audie Crooks and Addie Brown. They combined for 49 points. They just turned it up big time in the second half. And I like their chances going into playing the 6 seed Michigan, because once you get those first game jitters out of the way, then anything's possible. And now they're all feeling the vibes after getting that first one, the first big win going.
You know, Ann really hits an extra gear when she talks about the Cyclones. You notice that? I wonder we'll have to maybe look into her background, see where she went to school. All right, you guys, this next one.
All right, so we had a segment earlier called All Kings Men earlier in the show, right? We want to get Ann's dream team. Who are Ann's aces or Ann's womans?
Okay, I love it. You know, I was looking through the Big 12, top rosters, and geez, I could have put 25 players on here. But let's start with the backcourt. I'm going Haley Van Lith, Serena Sundell, and JJ Quinterly. They are all top of the top in the nation, not just in the Big 12 conference. Haley Van Lith, Big 12 Player of the Year. Serena Sundell, she held it down for Kansas State while Ioka Lee was injured, the 6'6" center, and she actually even upped her stats there. She's also jumping really high on WNBA draft boards. And then you have JJ Quinterly, who can play both sides of the ball. She's one of the best 2-way players in all of women's basketball. 20 points a game, 3 steals a game, really is that leader in the West Virginia defense. Dariana Littlepage Buggs and Audie Crooks. Dariana, she is the only player in the Big 12 that averaged a double-double, 14 points and 10 boards. So you know that she's going to hold it down on the boards. And Audie Crooks, I mean, what else is there left to say? She led the Big 12 in scoring. She is an automatic bucket when she gets the ball, shoots over 62%. And then for the sixth player is Gianna Neepkins. There is no better shooter in the nation. She shoots 40% from three, 50% from the field goal, and 90% from the free throw line. And we got to talk about Mark Campbell. The turnaround that he did at TCU was one of the best in the entire nation. He's our Big 12 Coach of the Year, and he just got his contract extended. It must have been because of all of those records he broke by getting in the AP Top 10, 30-win season. It was just all Horned Frogs. So that's my dream team, what it's looking like right now. And if I could put all those players and coaches together, we would be winning a national championship for sure.
We get to find out soon who's going to win the women's national championship. But man, finding out who your team was is amazing. Anne's Womans. I love that.
I like that.
That's
I like
pretty
that.
good, King.